Mountain Dew. They'll figure out which dews are overrated and rave about the flavors that they love. With a ranking scale that's way too complicated, it's Mountain Dew they're connoisseurs of. They'll compare different flavors of Mountain Dew, make OGs and newbies go toe to toe. They'll tell stories about their crew and share the scores with you. They're Bob and Phil, and they are the Mountain Dew.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Bob.
We are
the Mountain Duo.
That's right. Be sure to like and subscribe. We're going to jump into this. Here's what we do. We review flavors. We rate and review flavors of Mountain Dew. And we are Mountain Duo. So, today, what are we reviewing?
Baja Blast, Mountain Dew, Energy.
That's right.
If I can get it in front of the camera.
Mountain Dew Energy Baja Blast.
With the gold pop top.
With the gold pop, yeah. I think this one is a summer flavor.
I think it's just a limited time release.
Right.
This summer, I believe.
Okay, right. So like Baja Blast is available in Taco Bell year round, but in cans and bottles and stuff just for a few months during the summer. So I think this is, with the cans and the bottles, is the Mountain Dew Energy version of Baja Blast just for the summer. So we're going to get in here and review it. Our first category that we review is the packaging and design. So there are no boxes. There are no bottles.
We don't think there is. We've only ever seen it in cans in the store. It's got to be shipped in some kind of box or something, right?
I guess so, yeah. All I've ever seen is this 16-ounce can. I've said before, I like these big cans. I think they're fun. I think it's kind of the fact that they're a little bit not as common, but it just makes them a little more exciting to me, I think.
I want those aluminum bottles to be more prevalent.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah, we need those. Bring those back, Mountain Dew. We want, the people have spoken. We want more aluminum bottles of Mountain Dew.
There's a guy by me who's trying to sell some of those. There was like some Mountain Dew aluminum bottles that had like a bunch of crazy different artwork on them, and he's trying to sell them on Facebook Marketplace. He wants a lot of money for them. But I see him on there every once in a while, and I'm like, ooh.
We could find out where he lives. And when he's not home, we can get him.
Go in there and Baja Blast him, and then grab his bottles and run. Leave
a couple dollars on the counter. Hey, we paid for these things.
Thanks for the bottles. See ya.
Make sure you subscribe, please.
You're right. Yeah. There's a couple stickers. All right. Packaging and design. Again, I like the lion. I love the angles of him. I love just those geometric angles. He's very simple, yet complicated, and
he's the same on all of them, right?
He's the same on all the energies, just a different color, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Just different shades.
And I really like the colors of this Baja Blast. Like it's I don't even know if it's the same colors they use on the Baja Blast, but it definitely it looks like the color of the drink. I'm excited to pour this into a cup and see how close this color is to the liquid, because that's kind of what I picture when I picture it, is this color. I like the yellows on there. Pretty simple. Just a couple of the tealy greens and some yellow and white. I think the gold on the pop top,
it's weird,
is a little bit off to me. It doesn't go with anything else on there. I kind of wish it was, this dark color of the teal. I wish the pop top was that color.
I think it's made out of 14 karat though, so
so save that one. That's
you want to keep these
a keeper.
Want to keep those somewhere safe.
Somewhere safe. Make a little necklace out of them, and
right.
I saw this video the other day. This guy became friends with some ravens, and
like the Baltimore,
or like the actual birds.
Okay,
yeah, where he would like put out some like nuts and berries and stuff for them, and the ravens would come, and they're really smart animals. So they would get the food that he was leaving out for them, and then they would bring him gifts, and they would bring him they started bringing him like
system.
Yeah, it's like they were saying thank you. They would bring him gifts, and so at first they were bringing like little pieces of tinsel. They like shiny things, apparently.
Yeah,
they would bring like little pieces of tinsel, and then they started bringing him coins. They would find coins,
Money?
And they would bring coins. And he had like this little. He built like this little tray. He built this little tray on top of his fence, and he would leave the food there, and they would bring money and pay him and stuff. And then they started bringing him these pop tops, but they would take these pine needles and like weave them in and out of the pop tops and like make these little like
you need to go ahead and link this video in our description because I want to click it and watch it.
If I remember to do that, I'll try to do that. Put a little description. I'll try to find the video and put it in the description because they were bringing him. Yeah, a friend at work told me about it, and I was like, I got to find this. So I just watched it the other day. I should be able to find it again. So, yeah, they're bringing them little pop tops with these pine needles woven into them. It was pretty cool.
Did he notice that if he gave them like a snack that they liked a little bit better, that they brought a little bit fancier gift?
I don't know.
Or did it just
apparently
transition
it's like
from the start? Then it moved to this, then it moved to that, and then it finished at the
I don't know.
Pop top.
But apparently it's kind of a common thing that if you feed them, they bring you gifts. Because my dad was trying to do it a couple of years ago.
I need to get my kids on this. Tell them, here's how you guys can make some money. But how do you know? How do you make sure ravens are coming and not any other birds or squirrels or?
Apparently, there's that whole bird family is like really smart, like ravens and crows and magpies. We have a bunch of magpies in my yard.
I don't even know what those are.
They look like a raven, but they're black and white. I got to tell you this: we had a magpie nest right outside my office window in our backyard, and they had a nest.
Office?
My home office, yes. The one day I looked out and there were two ravens, one at the nest, and then one of them was having this fight with a squirrel. And I thought, oh, okay, this squirrel must be trying to get to the nest. And so I watched him, and this raven was just going at this squirrel. The squirrel would be in the tree. The raven would knock him out of the tree. He'd fall a couple branches, and he'd jump to something else. And they were just wrestling and fighting all along the trees in my backyard. Then they got on the fence. The raven is like really going after him. He was mad at him. And he chased him all to the back of my yard, all across the yard, kept chasing him through the neighbor's yard. And I was like, man, that raven was mad. And I was like, he's doing a good job protecting his nest. Well, my neighbor was sitting out on his porch. He had seen this too. He told me later that the squirrel actually got in the nest and was eating the eggs, and the ravens came back, or the magpies came back.
Oh, wow.
And caught him. And that's why the magpie was all mad, which then makes what happened next making a little bit more sense, because the magpie that was all mad chased the squirrel. He came back and he got up on the top peak of the house and he just started squawking really loud. For about 5 minutes, he just squawked really loud. And I was like, man, he's so loud. And then he squawked for about 5 minutes. Then probably 10, 15 magpies all came, landed on the fence, in the tree, on the house. They all came around there. And then there was 15 or 20 of them squawking super loud for about 5 minutes. And then they all just flew away. It was like they had a little magpie funeral, and then they all flew away. And then they haven't come back to that tree since.
I thought you were going to say they're really smart. They went and committed arson on that squirrel's nest.
Maybe they
twigs. Maybe they rubbing them together really fast.
Maybe I thought they were having a magpie funeral, but maybe they were having a little battle plan, putting together. Okay, we're going to go get them, and they went. You coming to our home? We're going to your home.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, it was crazy. The magpies, they are super loud. I
bet, especially after that happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really like them all that much. My dad thinks I should try to be friends with them, but they yell at me.
They bring you money.
They yell at me every time I go in my backyard. They start yelling at me, and I'm like, no, this is my yard. Go somewhere else.
What kind of food do you give them?
I don't know. I think like berries and stuff, raspberries and stuff. I don't know.
Snozberries.
Snozberries.
Not the other berries that you
Not
like
the
to
other.
drink out.
We'll stay away from those berries tonight. Okay.
All right.
Let's move on to packaging and design. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 5 for the packaging and design. I like it. It almost got a 6, but I don't really like the gold pull tab.
I gave it a 4.
4?
I like that they have the special colored pull tab. I'm not necessarily excited about what color that is, but I like that the Energies have some kind of special design pull tab.
So this is only our second Energy that we've reviewed. And the first one was Major Melon. And it had the pink pull tab. And we kind of questioned at that time, like, wonder if they all have a colored pull tab on the Energies. So far, 2 for 2. I like the colored. I just think they picked the wrong color. That's why I've knocked them down a point. All right. Let's jump into the appearance of the drink.
All right.
Which means it's time to crack this sucker open. Well, yours sounded better than mine.
That's because you're hearing it through the headphones and not
Okay.
Hey, do your fancy pour trick.
I'm not going to. For one, this can is bigger than the other can, and it's not going to fit.
I'm going to ask for you to do that pour trick.
All right. Appearance of the drink. Well, this is pretty translucent there.
I think it's amazing.
It looks great.
Ooh. Oh, man, I'm getting excited for this.
Me too. Appearance of the drink.
We might have a good energy drink.
Okay. I'm going to give this thing a 5 on the appearance of the drink. I think it looks really good. That I took a sniff, and that may have influenced my rating on the appearance, but it happens sometimes.
I think that color is amazing. So I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay.
It looks good. It looks delicious, refreshing. And also I'm really on a binge drinking of Baja Blast right now.
All right.
So it may be a little inflated on that as well, but I'm going with a 6. All right, let's go to taste and smell.
Smells good. Does it smell like the Baja Blast?
I have to get it next to it and tell, but I would say slightly, but a little bit different.
Okay. I was going to say it's
more
pretty
fruity
similar
than Baja Blast.
Okay.
I'm getting like a
taste.
Weird fruit.
Taking a taste.
It might be my glass smells like previous Mountain Dew. I need to wash it out a little bit better.
So disappointing. Tastes like an energy drink.
Yeah, it starts out good and then it turns quick.
You know, this stuff. So there's that energy drink flavor that I don't like. Bad. I feel like this doesn't have as much of that bad flavor as some of the other energy drinks. But I also feel like it doesn't have other flavor as well. It doesn't taste like a whole lot to me.
You have COVID.
It definitely does not taste how it smells. The smell is strong. The smell smells good. And when I taste it, I don't taste that at all.
I do.
I just taste the energy drink, and it's not super strong, but
let me just try it out of a can. That's what I need to do.
That's a good idea.
It's not the worst flavor. I'm not saying that it's great. It's okay. Might not even be good. Okay. I'm going with the smell's good, but the taste, I'm going with a 3.
I also went with a 3. I circled the 2, and then I was like, you know what? I'm taking into consideration the smell. It's going to bump it up a little bit. And when you said it's not the worst, it made me think, you know, it deserves to go up to a 3 because it's not the worst. I think energy drinks are bad for the most part.
Yeah. I mean,
this is one. I mean, I could probably drink the whole thing if I needed some energy. There's a lot of them that I could not drink the whole thing. I could take a drink or two, and I'd be like, that's all right. I'll just take a nap.
Yeah, I'll get the energy after I wake up. I will no longer be all jacked up on Mountain Dew. All right.
Do you get jacked up? Does caffeine energize you?
So I think more recently it has, since I started losing my weight.
Okay.
But I also am not drinking them as much. But I have noticed that it has been a little bit difficult for me to unwind or wind down after we do these at 1:00 in the morning and go to sleep.
Okay.
But I used to, I could have a Mountain Dew on the nightstand. And I thought maybe we've talked about this, maybe not, but then I could just wake up, roll over, get me a drink, and just go right back to sleep.
Yeah.
And not miss a beat.
I'm pretty sure I've said before I could drink 3 or 4 Mountain Dews within a half hour going to bed and have no trouble falling asleep.
Yeah.
But sleeping is one of my best skills. So I
just need about 30 seconds of stillness, and then I can shut it down.
So I've been doing an experiment where I put music on before I go to sleep. Like I'll lay in bed for a few minutes.
Like a playlist, like a Spotify playlist.
Well, I will put
on a worldwide famous Spotify playlist that you created.
I did create a couple of Spotify playlists when I was on Spotify. I use Amazon Music now. But when I was using Spotify a bunch, I made some playlists, and every once in a while I have artists that reach out to me and ask me to add their music to my playlist because apparently my playlists are popular on Spotify. So I actually got a message today from an artist and asking me to add some of his new music to my playlist. So I logged in for the first time in a while and added his songs on there.
You should say, I can do that. Can I get some tickets when you come to the Red Rocks?
Right. Can you just send me a T-shirt and hook me up when you come play Red Rocks in a few years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should keep a list and then be like, hey,
I should.
I'm reaching back out to you. I added you to my list. You're in town in a couple weeks.
Right. Yeah.
Can I get some tickets?
I should.
Yeah. Mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel. I gave it a 2 on the mouthfeel. I think that's the worst part of the energy drinks is how they feel. The aftertaste is just weird. It's filmy.
But is that taste?
Doesn't taste good.
Or is that mouthfeel?
I think
that's taste.
Well, I think when people say aftertaste, they're talking about the mouthfeel. Because I
think it's the taste after that you get when you swallow it is aftertaste.
Well, it's the film that's left in my mouth that has a weird taste to it. I'm calling that part of the mouthfeel because it's not part of the taste. I mean, it does taste like that, but that film, the weird feel of that in my mouth, like it's almost like a taste that feels more like a taste. Does that make sense? Am I talking sideways?
A little bit. What'd you give it?
I gave it a 2 on the mouthfeel.
I went with a 3. But I don't think it's I don't know. It's hard to separate that taste and mouthfeel to me. So it's not good tasting. But does the mouth feel better than the taste? I'd say they're about the same. 3.
Okay.
How about the name?
I don't have anything against the name. I think I think it's, well, I guess in the Mountain Dew Energy category, there's only been 2 that have the same name as a regular Mountain Dew. At least that. Well,
I thought you said there was a Code Red Energy, no?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's not available right now, but apparently it's supposed to be available later this year, like November 2023.
Right.
So, I think.
Allegedly.
I could be confused. I could be mixing that up with something else, but I think that's, yeah.
Speaking of allegedly, I saw posted that Chiefsaholic,
yeah,
the Twitter persona that dresses up as a wolf and goes to all the home and away games for Chiefs.
Of the Chiefs
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
He got caught in like California.
Okay.
And now he's like got to go to trial for allegedly robbing banks in like Oklahoma, Minnesota, Kansas, like a bunch of different states.
Okay.
So evidently he got caught, and
I thought he got caught a while ago, or did they just?
They did, and then they re-released him. I think he went out on bail.
Oh, and then he ran.
Interesting. I believe, allegedly.
Huh. I did not know that. Interesting.
I mean, it's not something that I've tracked, but it started popping up, and everyone was tagging. Who's the dude that does the sports show that was the punter for the Colts?
Oh, Pat McAfee.
Everyone was tagging him in the comments. Okay. He must have had a episode
about it or something. Interesting.
I don't know.
Huh. We should have that guy on our podcast sometime.
Chiefsaholic?
No, Pat McAfee.
Oh, both at the same time.
Oh, yeah, at the same. Yeah, we could.
Hey, Chiefsaholic in from prison,
and
everyone tagged that guy.
What's with that?
With your story with Steeler.
Yeah.
Oh man, Chiefs fans. We get some good seasons, start winning a little bit, and we just can't
go a little crazy.
Dang it! All right, what did you rate it? Did you give it a number
on the name?
Yeah,
I think I'm going to go 4 on the name.
I gave it a 5.
Okay.
And again, it's probably a little bit higher than it needs to be.
Whoa.
We got pirates going on in the background. You went Caribbean style.
Apparently.
It's probably a little bit higher just because I'm on this unstoppable train that is the Mountain Dew Baja Blast right now. After all these years of complaining that it's terrible and saying that this a disgrace to the Mountain Dew label, and now it's like in my top 3, and I can't stop drinking it. So I probably gave it a little bit higher just because I'm just addicted to it right now. But I gave it a 5.
Makes sense. I've been drinking a lot of Baja Blast as well right now. I have found that I don't like it in the mornings. The Baja Blast. I love it like lunchtime, afternoon, dinner, stuff like that. But in the morning time, I don't like it. I don't know why.
It goes bad with your toothpaste.
Maybe, but a lot of times I'll I'll get up and brush my teeth, and then a couple hours later I'll make some food, and it's 11 o'clock or something.
Well, that's not morning. You're into like lunchtime.
But a lot of times I'll eat a big breakfast. I like breakfast, so I've been trying to not eat breakfast. I'm trying to just wait till later in the day and just eat 2 meals. But a lot of times, if I'm working from home, a lot of times I will make a big breakfast as my first meal of the day, even though it's almost lunchtime.
If you had pre-made some breakfast burritos,
yeah,
and you made a whole bunch of them, and then you froze them,
yeah,
and you were going to reheat them, how would you reheat them?
How'd you freeze them? Are they wrapped in foil?
No, I think they're just like in a Ziploc.
Okay. Huh. Probably just microwave them.
For how long?
Are they? Did you move them back to the fridge and thaw them out first, or are you trying to microwave?
No, it's going to go straight frozen.
Just one burrito?
Would you do the 30% for like a minute and a half, and then get you a 45-second blast?
Maybe. Yeah, just do a little defrost for a little defrost cycle or something.
Okay. I might try that when we get done with this, because you got talking about breakfast, and we got some homemade breakfast burritos down there.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. What do you put in your breakfast burritos?
Well, my wife made them, but they have cheese, sausage, eggs, and like little potato chunks.
You want to know what my favorite way to make breakfast burritos is? Okay, so
breakfast tacos.
This is what I do. So we will go to, as you call it, chicken fillet, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And my daughter, she used to not eat very much at all. So she'd get a kid's meal that came with 4 nuggets or something, and she'd eat like 1 nugget and a couple of her fries and be done. Now she eats a lot more, but I tend to just order some extra nuggets, and then I'll get some fries, and then I save those for breakfast burritos. Right? So then I take them home.
Chicken fillet breakfast burritos.
I'll save them for Sunday morning. So we'll eat at Chick-fil-A sometime during the week.
It's hard to have leftovers of chicken fillet.
I know. I'll take some chicken fillet nuggets and some of the waffle fries, and I'll save them for Sunday morning. And then I chop the waffle fries up real small.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put a little bit of oil in a pan, and I put the fries in there and get them nice and crispy. And then I chop up the chicken real small. And then I mix up my scrambled eggs. I dump the chicken in there. I'll take the fries out, put them on a little paper towel, and let them kind of dry off a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I'll cook the chicken and the egg at the same time. And then I get my tortilla, I put a little green chili in there. And being in Colorado, you got to have some green chili in your fridge at all time.
Oh no, I got green chili. That's what I'm going to dip it in.
Oh, see, I take the tortilla and I put green chili on the tortilla, and then I put cheese on there, and then I microwave that and get the cheese nice and melty and the green chili hot.
Oh yeah.
And then
but you wouldn't freeze that with the green chili in there, would you?
Yeah,
you would.
But usually this is when I'm making them fresh. I always have green chili in them. Yeah.
No, so when we had them fresh, I put the green chili on it.
Okay.
But these are the frozen ones. I didn't put. I was like, no, it's going to become like a mess trying to heat them back up, and it's going to like get soggy. So I said, no, let's not do that.
I'll freeze them with green. I don't really freeze them. I eat them too fast to freeze them. A lot of times I'll package them up in foil, wrap them individually, and eat them throughout the week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put the green chili and the cheese on there, and I melt that, and then you dump the egg and chicken mixture in there, and then get some of the crispy waffle fries in there, cut up real small. Oh, it's so good.
So pretty much the same as my wife was making them.
Yeah.
We just had a whole bunch because my wife went and bought, I guess it was 4th of July weekend, that Friday, Saturday. We had some friends from Louisiana call and say, hey, they wanted to come over. They were going to come over Saturday to go to the Fort Worth Soup. And if we could go with them, I'm like, yeah, come on over. They're like, all right, well, we'll just leave in the morning and get over there. I said, well, why don't you just come over Friday and like stay the night.
Uh-huh.
And then we can get up and be there, a little bit earlier and not waiting for y'all to drive all the way over here. And plus that becomes a super long day.
Yeah.
And so my wife went out and bought all the ingredients for their family and our family to eat the breakfast stuff. And then she got called in to work for Saturday.
Oh, no.
And so we ended up going to Rose's Cafe and getting breakfast tacos there.
Okay.
Which were good. And yeah, you like Rose's.
I do like Rose's. Hey, Rose's, come to Colorado. We need some here.
They got Hobbs, New Mexico has one.
What?
Yeah. There might be some there's one by my parents' house, and they didn't know it until we took them here. And they were like, I wish, man, if they had one of these by us, we could take, Dell and Sammy and Matt and Jess. They would like to go to like this Taco Tuesday deal. That's a good deal. I was like, I think there is one. It's like 5 minutes from their house. Oh, we never knew that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So you might have one. There might be one there.
I think I looked before. Yeah.
After you came here.
Yep.
Yeah. So then she made them, I think 4th of July. Yeah. It was 4th of July because I took the kids to the BTX 4th of July parade. And then she made them. And when we got back, we were ready to eat. It was an AM, like 9 o'clock in the morning parade.
Okay.
So perfect. We got back. It was probably 11 o'clock. Got a little brunch. Smashed on some of those. They were supposed to be burritos, but I put too much filling into them, so they turned into taco. Is there a difference? Wrap them up? I couldn't get it folded.
Can't close them up. Yeah.
We'll just close it right there. Yeah, that's right. Oop. I got a little excited putting my toppings in here. But yeah, I think the green chili sets it off.
Yeah.
And we get ours from Sam's Club. So we get like a big, big jar of it. You like that Schlereth's, right?
I do. I get Mark Schlereth's stinking good green chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I come out there sometime, we're going to have to try it.
Okay. Yeah. It's really good.
But I think that green chili, it goes good on burritos. It's like, I think it's a little slept on ingredient.
It is. I always have it in my fridge. And a lot of times if we're having like Mexican meal, I will just put some of that green chili in a salsa bowl and heat it up. And I I'd rather dip my chips in a green chili than salsa.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like when I make nachos, I've got myself pouring it on there, you know, and just going, man, this is, just takes the flavor to a, flavor town to a whole new level.
It does.
All right, so what do we?
We're on to Dunis, I think.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What are you gonna do here?
I think I'm going to go. I don't know. It's smooth like a Mountain Dew. What are you going to do?
That's what
I might listen to your score first and then figure out what I'm going to do. Oh, I bumped my table.
I'm sure it's flavored with aspartame.
Yeah, I was looking on the can. I don't see aspartame.
I tried to look, but I couldn't see it because with the glare from my
light.
Oh, I can't even read anything on this thing.
It's interesting.
It is, huh?
I said it's interesting. It does say it contains 5% juice on this. I don't know how common that is on Mountain Dews, but the second ingredient. So the first one is carbonated water. Second one is white grape juice concentrate.
Well, on Mountain Dew, it's a health drink. Mountain Dew is number one is water. Number two is
orange juice.
Huh?
Orange juice.
High fructose corn syrup.
Corn syrup, yeah.
Corn. It's got to be good. It's a vegetable. And then concentrated orange juice, a fruit. So
you got fruits and veggies and water.
Yeah. I mean, like,
it's all good stuff.
The only thing you're missing is some meat. And then you got all four food groups. Like, thank you, ma'am. What's not to like? Meat, good. Custard, good.
All right.
I'm going 2.
Okay. I think I'm going to go. I was kind of waffling between 2 and 3. I think I'm going to go 2 as well.
Yeah,
I don't really think it's there.
No, I think it's just because it has. We haven't done any diet,
right?
Or zeros. So I would be interested to see if we did Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, or Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. What we would rate the dewness on those.
Right. I just threw away a bunch of zeros.
They're that bad?
Well, I was saving them for a little while, and then I saw somebody who had posted like an old expired drink or whatever, and they were like, "Hey, is this still safe to drink?" It was like 3 years expired or something, and I saw some people commented and said, "Oh, since that's a zero, when it hits that expiration date, it's bad. Drink it."
You mean like, as soon as it got poured into the bottle,
right,
the can, it was bad.
Right. For some reason, though, they thought that it was not safe to drink the zero after the expiration date, especially like more than a year after the expiration date. So at that point, I was like, I'm not planning on drinking these zeros anytime soon. I just got rid of them, threw them out. They were already old, but yeah, it would be curious to see what the dewness of some of those are.
Yeah, because I don't know. We need to do that. There's people out there that my dad loves Diet Dew. He thinks it's really good.
My brother-in-law, he drinks a lot of Diet Mountain Dew.
Rich?
Yeah.
Oh.
He drinks it all the time.
Yeah, so my dad does too. But don't let old Sweet Lou fool you. They like that flavored canned water, whatever. Strawberry, LaCroix brand or what there's 100 different flavors. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. I like the LaCroix, however you say that brand. I think those ones taste good. They're one of my favorite water ones. But it's a seltzer water maybe, or a bubbly water with a little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
And it was right after I got my live wire. And he went I left one at his house.
In a can?
In the can in his fridge. And he went and grabbed it. And he's like, cracked it open. So he drank it. Oh man, this is the best. It's the best water I've ever had. He's like, I need to get more of this. This is that Orange Mountain Dew.
There's definitely a difference.
He said, man, this is really good. I said, yeah, that's why I order as many cases as I do.
Right? All right. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I was looking at some stuff on this can.
Yeah.
And I noticed up here at the top, enter for a chance to win $500 Taco Bell gift card.
Ooh.
Right? The
How
Summer of Baja. Have you been doing that at all?
I didn't know we could do that.
You can do that. I did it a couple times.
This is equal to the caffeine equal to approximately 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
Which I believe that's what the same level as the Major Melon was. But
right.
I wish I put some sugar in these. These things would be amazing.
All right, so here it is. You go to Summer.
Yeah. Okay.
Summer of Baja Blast, I believe is what it is. Yep, summerofbajablast.com. And then so it'll come up. It's got the Baja things on there. You just hit scan now. It'll ask you to log in. So you got to create a password.
And you scan each can?
Yep. You can enter daily. So now that I've logged in.
Hey, look at that sticker on your phone.
Look at that sticker on my phone. Hey, how about that?
What?
Huh? What?
Come on. Hashtag I need some of those.
Maybe eventually we'll have a little merch page here on YouTube that we can get some stickers and some shirts and stuff. All right. So, well, I was going to scan it, but it already says success. It scanned me and it was like, that's definitely a Mountain Dew product. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and that's good enough to enter. So it says
oozing from your pores.
Yeah, that's it. It says you've received one entry into the daily sweepstakes for a chance to win $500 Taco Bell gift card.
Did you create a username and all that fast?
I've been doing it when I remember. So I already had a username. I just had to log in. I just hit log in and it was already saved on there.
And you wait to this point to just say, have you been doing this?
I did it. When I saw the site, it hadn't started yet. And then I forgot about it because then I was in Mexico and some other stuff. And then, I did it for like 3 days in a row. And then I forgot for a while. And then every once in a while I see it and do it. And maybe I just assumed you were doing it. Maybe I assumed I already told you about it. I don't know.
Sure didn't.
But I have not won any $500 Taco Bell gift cards yet.
Do they do the drawings at the end of it, or do they do it every week or every night, or what?
It says you get one daily entry. So I don't know. There are official rules. Without digging into this too far. Looks like there's a sweepstakes period that ends on September 9th.
How many Baja Blast freezies would you buy if you had a $500 Taco Bell gift card?
Probably a lot. So I looked at this because you asked if they do a drawing each day or if it's at the end of the time. So this says they have 6 winners. 6 potential winners will be selected for each day of the sweepstakes period.
Oh, wow.
So they sounds like they pick 6 winners each day.
So potential.
Do you remember when we were in high school and Gatorade had that little? Gatorade had a thing where on the bottom of the caps it would say an NBA team and a number. So say it would say like Pistons in 5 or whatever, and then if the Pistons won the championship in 5 games, won the finals in 5 games, then you would win a prize package from Gatorade. And that was when they had those clear Gatorades,
and you could look,
and if you took them upside down at the right angle, you could see what it said on the bottom of the lid.
So you knew you wanted the Bulls,
right? So I went at the beginning of the playoffs. I went to a bunch of different stores, and I'd flip those upside down. And if it was one of the teams that was in the playoffs, then I'd buy that one. I was going to buy Gatorades anyway, but I was just like, all right, let me just buy the ones that have playoff teams on them. And I ended up getting one that was Bulls in 6, and the Bulls won in 6. And they sent me a big duffel bag full of like Gatorade.
I remember you had a duffel bag of the Gatorade duffel bag. That's how you got that?
That's how I got it. Yeah, I got a bunch of Gatorade towels. I still have the towels and the duffel bag now. Like, that thing it's a thick, durable duffel bag. It's probably 30 years old now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've got that. If you took it to Vegas, the zipper wouldn't break. And you wouldn't have to
would not break on that.
Yep. Your stuff down the strip.
Yeah, that one was a free Nuggets duffel bag that I got for you were supposed to get when you signed up for a credit card at the Nuggets games, and I just kept asking them if I could get one, and finally somebody was like, "Hey, I was there with your brother, actually. Were you at that game?"
Nope.
No, it was me and Calderberg and your brother and somebody else.
Probably Nick Traglia or
somebody. I don't know. Then finally, I was talking to this girl so much, and she's like, "Just sign up for a credit card." And I'm like, "I'm not going to sign up for a credit card." And then finally, I came back by, and she's like, "Hey, I put 4 bags with 4 T-shirts back behind the booth. Just go ahead and grab them." So I went back there. We each got a little bag and a T-shirt. But yeah, that was the bag that fell apart in Vegas.
Should have called the Nuggets up and said, "Hey, what kind of stuff did you give me here?"
Right? Yeah.
I demand a refund. Stamps Club would have taken it back. All right. We need to shut this thing down. I need to go to bed.
Did you do math yet?
I did math.
What'd you get?
23. MJ, Michael Jordan, 23.
Speaking of Bulls in 6.
Yep.
I got 21. 21 out of 36.
Yeah, our energy drinks just aren't going to have, just because the energy drinks don't taste good.
Neither of us are fans of energy drinks, but
yeah,
apparently there are people that like them because
the shelves are full of 75 different brands of energy drinks.
Right. I don't know.
I did try some Bang energy drinks. They had them. We went to like a little, I don't know where we were, Grapevine or somewhere over there. They had like a festival.
Okay.
They had like a Bang truck in a tent, and they were giving out free Bang drinks.
Was it any good?
They weren't bad, but I kind of went into it.
We still had never bought any since then, so
no, I didn't go buy any. But it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It was just there, and it was hot, and it was something cold. So I was like, yeah, I'll drink this.
Well, I do have a friend who drinks like he loves energy drinks. He drinks like 2 or 3 a day, and then he has to take sleeping pills to sleep at night. I was asking, do you think maybe if you didn't drink the energy drinks, you could sleep at night? He's like, I don't know, maybe, but I like them, so I'm going to keep drinking them.
Well, tell them to try Mountain Dew.
Right? Yeah. It tastes so much better.
Yeah. Try this. If you like the taste of that, this is going to knock your socks off.
All right. See, I'm yawning. I'm ready. This energy drink is not. I'm not gonna pound this. By the way, I'm not gonna slam it.
Mine's already gone.
Because you poured it into a glass and then you drink out of the can. Glass is gone too. Interesting. There. Mine's gone too. I dumped the rest of it in the glass. All right. Let's wrap this up.
Yep.
This is a long one. It doesn't need to be a long one, but it's a long one.
No.
If you're still here, thank you for staying with us. Make sure you're subscribed. This is a long one, but every day we're pumping out shorts that are less than 60 seconds. So enjoy those as well. Subscribe. I'm Phil.
I'm Bob.
And we are
the Mountain Duo.
That's right.
Bam! Slam it!
See you next time.
Peace.
That's it.
That's it. All right.
Okay.